Football teams always talk about bye weeks as a way to get refreshed and all that kind of stuff. How much can this refresh y'all physically but also mentally?
This is excellent for us. I mean, physically it's definitely excellent, so we can try to get a lot of bodies healed. We don't even have enough at this particular time for practice because these injuries are very important, that we do the best that we can to rehab those injuries, get them feeling better, and down the stretch it's important that we're healthy.
With sitting 8-8 in conference, there's still a chance to either rack up the 4 spot, the 3 spot, or anything like that. With just a few games left to go in the conference tournament coming up at the end of the month, I mean, how crucial are these next games, especially coming off a very long bye week in which you can't get healed up?
Well, it's very important. You know, all 4 of these games are so important to build momentum. You know, build that confidence that we need to grow as a team because the conference tournament, you know, is very big. But, you know, we want to finish big in the regular season because that's where the confidence can be built. You can't just walk into the conference tournament and think you can turn it on. We want to turn it on before we get there and feel good about ourselves. So it's no better place than next week to get on the road and play against some excellent teams who play very well at home in Utah State and San Jose State. They play very well at home. So in order for us to be a good basketball team, we must be warriors on the road.
Winning the type of game that you did, how does that build team confidence? You were just talking about how, you know, you're trying to escalate that. So how does that build team confidence to win the type of game how you did it?
Well, that's a feel-good thing for our kids. It definitely made our kids feel good because you always tell them hard work definitely pays off. When you do things hard down the stretch and you play hard the entire game, good things happen. So you wanted that to really fall true for them because they played very hard during the course of the game. Unfortunately, you know, there's times when things happen defensively and it kind of gets away from you a little bit, but our kids persevered. And it was very good. I'm telling you, I was the happiest coach in the world, regardless of what a pitcher might say, that I was the happiest coach in the world for that to happen for our kids and for them to celebrate the way they did. Good things, they deserve those things.
But that could be the momentum builder.
Oh, without a doubt.
Down the stretch.
Without a doubt, because they found a way to win.
Yeah.
When you start to learn how to find a way to win down the stretch, it's a feel-good kind of thing. And it definitely built the confidence of our players to know that they can finish with seconds remaining. So it means something. We've experienced just about everything you can experience in the game. We've experienced throughout this entire season. So now when you meet up with it again, you feel like you can conquer it without a problem.
What is the focus going through this next, I guess, week and a half, give or take, for your Lady Texans? I mean, what is the main focus sitting at 8-8 and 12-13 going into the last part of the season?
Well, we're 8-6.
Excuse me, 8-6.
We're 8-6. We're doing pretty good there. Our focus is to get better. You know, every time we walk into the arena, when we walk out of there, we want to make sure that we walked out better, individually and as a team. You know, we definitely want to work defensively a little bit more, so our communication is definitely there. We want our interior to be a little bit better, especially offensively, because we need them to score. And we definitely need for our guards to be able to stop penetration, keeping the ball in front. Our execution offensively is getting better, and we definitely want to make sure we sharpen up on those things and add a few other things in order for us to be effective down the stretch.
How do you think your offense has evolved throughout the season to where it is now?
You know, we don't want to really change things. We wanted our kids to make the adjustments and get accustomed to something good, something that works for them. And we've done that, and we continue to work at it. But our offense, we feel like if we execute, and when we talk about execution, we talk about setting screens, using screens, the communication, reading defense. We talk about all those different things and how important it is to value the possession. And if we do those things, we feel like there's not very many teams who can stop the athleticism that we have, but we have to utilize and maximize every bit of talent that we have.
I mean, in terms of personnel, though, like in terms of who's doing what, in terms of scoring or assisting and things like that.
Well, we don't want to put any pressure on one person because that's not where we're good. We're good and we're a well-balanced attack team. That's when we're really good. If we can be dominant in the painted area and open things up for our perimeter, we're absolutely excellent with that. We're okay with that. But our inside presence must be there. And we don't want to just be present, we want to be dominant doing it. So it's important that we score in the painted area and the perimeter, and that means with everybody. It takes everybody on this team to get it done collectively. That's the only way we can get it done.
You don't have to worry about this, and this is a hypothetical question, but let's say you would have lost another close one. What would that have done mentally? Again, you don't have to worry because you did win it, but, you know, how devastating would that have been maybe?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Okay.
It did not happen. But if it did, if that were to happen, of course you would have been worried about how they were feeling, what they were
Yeah.
thinking, or if positive things would happen for them down the stretch. Of course you would have. But we would have walked right back
We
into
would have
that
done,
arena, go right back into that locker room, and we would fill them with positive things
Right.
as well, because there were great things that they did through the course of the game. So you would just walk in and say, these are the things we're going to build off of, because these are the positives, and that's what we will build off of.
How much do you grow from close games so far in the season? Because, I mean, y'all have had multiple ones, but how do you grow from them along with winning, losing this far into the season?
It's a feeling. It's a feeling you'll never forget. When it happens to you down the stretch and you're losing by 1 point or 2 points, whatever it might be, it's a feeling that you never forget. And you don't ever want to be there. And it's a chip you carry on your shoulders. And that's what our kids have done. They carried a chip on their shoulder, not wanting to get to that point, trying to do all the little things to not be in that position, like valuing the possessions and knocking down your free throws, not leaving shooters open, getting the rebounds, not allowing second chance opportunities. Those are some things that concerns me. But when we do those things and do them well, it gives us a great opportunity.